Gibson Reedy here for the Clarion News. We're standing in front of Portland, Oregon again, but this time we're talking politics here. It's Wednesday after election night, and we're going to go straight into reaction about President Obama's re-election. Here's what some students and teachers around the building here had to say.
Barack Obama was re-elected. I heard people say two things that I thought were really interesting. One was that in looking at the exit polls, if the Republicans aren't careful and they don't find a better way to connect with women and Latino voters, they could find it difficult to ever win a national election again. And I thought that was fascinating. Another one that was similar was that as of January, it'll be the first time in history that the majority of Democrats in the House of Representatives are either women or people of color. And so white males are a minority of Democratic congresspeople. So I thought that was fascinating.
I'm a teenager in Southeast Portland, and I think that Obama should win, and he did. And I think that's going to be better than the alternative. I might be a little biased, but yeah.
Honestly, I really don't know. I don't understand politics all that well. I mean, obviously everyone talks about Obama because this is a Democratic state, so it's all about Obama. So I guess I'm happy that Obama won, but honestly, I have no clue what it all means.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I don't know, I think everyone in my family, they felt relieved more so than I mean, they were happy too, but it was more of okay, we don't have to worry about it anymore, what would happen if Romney was elected. So.
Now, aside from presidential election, Oregon voters last night had an important job here for Portland Public Schools. They were voting on, of course, the school bond measure, the music and art tax, and of course the kicker. Now, we talked with students and teachers about their views on all three of these measures being passed last night, and we also sat down with our principal to talk about some changes that we might see coming.
Well, locally, I think the changes that were made were very, very positive. A lot of taxes were passed for the arts and for schools, which, being a student, I think that taxes for schools and arts is always a good thing.
I was involved in a ad campaign for Measure 85, which was the repeal of the corporate kicker. I was asked by a friend of a friend to actually just go down and shoot video, and they said we're also shooting a commercial, and they showed us the script, and they said if you feel comfortable in reading the script, go ahead and do so. So we did. They're really a relatively professional looking at. Oregon is one of I believe the only state that has a corporate a kicker, a tax kicker. When tax revenues exceed the projected, I believe it was 2%, they actually have to give the money back. And many of us who supported kicker reform believe that the money should be set aside to schools, put it into a rainy day fund. Not that I have a problem with businesses getting money. I want businesses to be successful, but businesses can't be successful when schools are underfunded. So it was a no-brainer for me.
First of all, the bond measure that passed is very exciting for the whole school district, as well as for Cleveland. We're going to have a new roof, which is not the most exciting thing, but it will stop the water from coming in on many of our classes and tile falling down from the ceiling that's been damaged by water problems. So that's exciting, as well as more accessibility for our handicapped students and community members coming into Cleveland. The measure around art and hiring more art teachers, it would just be a plus for us at Cleveland. Since we did make a reduction this past year of one art teacher, I'm hopeful that we can bring back a teacher in art to. Then the last one that centers around the kicker tax just makes sense. We've always talked about that all together and put it towards education, what a difference that'll make. So all three were very, very exciting, and it's exciting for schools that we finally had some good news coming out.
It's a good investment of people's money.
I think it's the best investment. It's kind of a proactive investment instead of a reactive. If we don't have opportunities for our students to succeed in school and give them different opportunities to find their passion, where are they going to find that? And so.
Now the question Oregon voters have to ask themselves today is this large spike in property tax going to be worth the renovations here at the school? Only time will tell, and in the next couple years we'll start seeing those renovations take place. We are bringing you the hard-hitting election news. This is Gibson Reedy coming at you live from Cleveland High, the Clarion News.